Hello everybody, welcome back to Larry's Fountain Pens. I'm Larry. Today I'm going to be reviewing one of my first fountain pens when I started back at the very first part of 2015. Actually, I started the last part of 2014, but we'll just say 2015 January. I bought later in that year a Parker. Just getting into fountain pens, so I was doing some exploring and I saw this Parker pen that caught my eye, and it was affordable. So we're going to show you the fountain pen. Here is the Parker Victor. It's a red fountain pen, and it's got a red hard plastic body. I've been trying to determine if this is the steel part, so I think it could be even steel with some plastic over it. The cap at the very top of the finial, you see it's black, and I have no idea why that is like that for. The clip of the pen is a arrow shape, and I think that's really a neat looking clip. Now the thing is it functional? Well, there's plenty of play in it, so it won't be so hard to go in out of the pocket. So there you have it. So yeah, perfect fit on it and works well, so that's not a problem. It's a nice looking fountain pen for sure. And on the cap right here, it does have Parker, and it's made in the USA. At the bottom of the barrel, it tapers down to the, as you see, the stainless steel metal part, and nothing going on the bottom. And that's because the pen is a pull-off, and it'll post. And that's really, for me, it fits just perfect for me in my hand. Now without it, I can still write with the pen, but it wouldn't be as comfortable for me as if I would post it, because it's a little short for me without being posted. So you come down the barrel, there's a step off right here. That's not seriously sharp at all, but you can feel it as you go down to the grip. And you have ample enough room on the grip for large fingers. My hands are small with small fingers, so I have enough room on the grip. But again, if you have large fingers, this would work just fine. And the nib is a medium nib. It is a small nib. And let me get you a look of that here for a second. Of that nib. And I'll get a better close-up picture when I put the pictures up on the site for you. So all in all, it really is a nice fountain pen. And on the nib, it has Parker on the nib. And I'm looking for, on the size, it has medium on the feed. So let's take it apart and see what we got on the inside. Now the inside, you have a converter. It uses cartridge or converter. And the pen works well. Not great, you know, nothing super fantastic to write home about, but it's a decent little pen. I got this pen off eBay for $15.95. So, before I do a writing sample, I'll give you some measurements on the pen. The pen fully capped is 5.15 inches. The barrel of the pen is 4.49 inches, and the cap is 2.12 inches. The barrel at the widest point would be 0.39 inches. So, and they do come in different colors and different sizes and prices. They have a really pretty blue-black kind of color. I think for $34, $35, but a decent pen. It would be a nice pen for a newbie just starting out on a pen. That would be a good pen for them to start with. I enjoyed it. So let's go ahead and do a writing sample for you guys. And I'm going to do it on the Rhodia ice-lined paper. So here we go. And now for some writing. Very nice to write. And we'll do some fast writing. And no problems. The flow was nice. Nice little nib on it. So I was pleased with the performance of the overall of the pen. And we'll do some few S's here. And it really is nice. The pen really feels nice in my hand. Well-balanced pen. At one time, there's a little story about these pens. At one time, these pens were like 50 some odd dollars, I heard. If that's true, I have no idea. But I think the person that was telling me this was thinking of another pen, because I do think these pens were the price I just told you it was, because I did the research and this is what I've been finding on these pens. They're a good pen. Now let's do some upside down. It is a bit scratchy. But you can get some writing out of it, but I wouldn't really recommend it unless you were just having to do it. Let's just say that I'm writing something to somebody. Hey, John. Have you seen the car yet? Now, if I just wanted to make that in extra fine, that's what it would come out at. But I wouldn't recommend it. It doesn't look good. The pen was made to write just like it is right here. No problems at all. And line variation, no pressure. With pressure, you can get some. Now, a little story about this pen. Let me tell you how good this pen is. When I was looking for a pen to review, I went to my pen drawer and I saw the Parker pen, and I said, wow, I haven't played with this pen for, what, 8 months to a year. So I took it out and really I didn't remember a whole lot about it. So I opened it up so I can see if it had a converter in it to ink it up. And as you can see, it does have some ink in there still. So that ink has been in there still. And it had no problems. It started right up. And I was just overwhelmed. I said, wow, what a dynamite little pen. But that's the story behind this pen. Nice looking pen. It feels good. It looks good. There's really nothing I can say that I dislike about the pen. Maybe if it had a bigger nib would be great. But for being a small nib, it performs quite well. And it does the job. So, if you're new out there and you're looking for a pen and you're not really sure what pen to buy, because you hear so many different kinds of pens. You know, hey, try this pen, that pen, hey, you can't go wrong with this pen, over here's a good pen. You have many choices. And the choices will be what you decide what's best for you. So, do I recommend this pen? Sure do. It's not a bad little pen. Not the best pen, not the greatest pen, but it does the job. Would I be afraid of doing my notes or homework with it? Not one bit. This pen performed well. Well, that's going to do it for this video on the Parker fountain pen, and I hope you found this pen interesting. I know I found it interesting. That's why I bought the pen. So, don't forget to hit a thumbs up for me on this review and leave your comments below and tell me what you think about this pen. Do you own one? If so, what do you think about it? Well, that's going to do it. So, without further ado, it's time for me to go and say goodbye. And remember, be safe, my friends, and don't text and drive. Peace. Love you guys. Dynamite.